listening to Living Full Out with Nancy Solari, sponsored by AI Squared and the Braille Institute Library. If you need advice or inspiration to assist you in overcoming life's challenges, then call us at 1-888-KFWB-980. It's time to Live Full Out with Nancy Solari.
Welcome to KFWB News Talk 980. This is Living Full Out. And I'm so excited to have you here tonight because we are talking about fear. And I don't want to be talking about it alone, so I'm excited that you're here. And you know, the thing is that fear is just one of those facts of life. And honestly, it can come in so many different forms. And especially with all the challenges in our life, this day and age, honestly, we all have some sort of fear. I am Nancy Solari, and I can appreciate, being fearful of, what might happen, fear of the unknown, especially because I am legally blind. And, I think pretty much on a daily basis, oh gosh, I hope the lights don't go out because, I do cherish my vision, and especially with it having gotten worse over the years, it is something that I value very much, just like we value anything in life. So if you're going through a challenge yourself, or, something is on your mind that's keeping you up at night, I want you to feel free to call in tonight because I'm here, the listeners are here, and we want to give you that support. The number to call is 1-888-539-2980, 1-888-539-2980, again, 1-888-539-2980, or go to livingfullout.com. So in the last segment, we were talking about fear of dying, and that is a big one. And again, at some point in our life, we are all going to encounter that fear, whether it be fear of our own bodies, our own selves dying, or someone that we really care about. And, again, it's a really heavy thought, but it's a natural process. I want to go to the lines right now. We have Patrick in Los Angeles. Are you there, Patrick?
Yes, Nancy. Thanks a lot. I enjoy your show.
Oh, thank you so much. And Patrick, what's on your mind tonight? What's going on in your life?
Well, I feel I'm relatively young. I'm 40 years old, but I have had some heart problems. About 4 years ago, I didn't even know I had heart issues, and I almost died playing softball. And fortunately, the doctors saved my life, but I had a really close call with death due to my heart. And then it took them a couple days to figure out what was wrong, and apparently some medication and a defibrillator in my heart can monitor and regulate my heart conditions, and there's a very good chance I'll live a full, normal life. But, of course, I still have more risk than the average person. And since the initial episode, I have had some scares, again, not coming as close to dying, but coming much closer to dying than I would like. And it's very disconcerting. And sometimes I worry, nobody wants to die ever, I guess. And if they do, they want to die as late in life as possible. But I always thought maybe I could have a plan. I would accomplish and achieve the goals that I want personally and professionally, and then let my loved ones say goodbye to my loved ones. But sometimes I feel like I could die tomorrow, and I have no chance to say goodbye to my loved ones, and I wouldn't have accomplished my goals, and it would just feel so empty. And I was just wondering if you had any advice or guidance for that for me.
You know what? Honestly, Patrick, that is something that I have been thinking about a lot lately, and I can appreciate that fear. One of the things I think would be very good for you to do is kind of journal a little bit about what are those things that you so much want to achieve or you so much want to experience before you pass, because again, we have no idea when that will happen, and it may have nothing to do with your heart. So I really invite you to make that list and really make a dedication to yourself, a declaration of what it is that you want most out of life, so that you can start going after that now. And gosh, if you achieve everything that you really want to do in the next year to 1 year to 5 years, then that's great, and you have so much more life to give. But I would go after that. I wish you all the best this year. And again, hold those goals and those dreams near and dear to your heart. Journal about them. Put time frames around them if you can. And they don't have to be, big time frames like in 5 years. It can be by next week. And, putting it out there to the universe, if you do that, it will happen. I absolutely wish you the best.
Thank you, Nancy.
Welcome to KFWB News Talk 980. This is Living Full Out, and tonight we are talking about cheating. Now, cheating comes in different forms, so you got to stay tuned for the whole show here because it's all about living full out. It's all about being vulnerable and, living our best life. And trust me, I can appreciate that. And we actually have another call tonight that we're going to go to the lines. So we have Joyce on the line. Joyce, are you there?
Hi, Nancy. I'm here.
Hi. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Good. So tell me, we're talking about cheating tonight. Does that, I was told that kind of resonated with you. What's going on?
It really did, and I really appreciated that you addressed that we often cheat ourselves. I find it's easy to feel that you're cheated by others, but a lot of the time it's actually, I think, we're the cause of the situation, and that's kind of how I've been feeling lately, and I'm having trouble seeing my way out of it.
Now, let me ask you a question. Where in your life do you feel like you're cheating yourself?
Mostly with my time, I think, and, I think what happens is I go into my work situations and my personal life situations with really good intentions of helping other people accomplish what they need to do, and then I have absolutely nothing left for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel altruistic at first, but then at the end of the day, you just kind of feel cheated, like, where did it all go?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? You bring up such an amazing point because a lot of times we feel like in life we have to prove something. Like if we fill up our schedule, it means that we're worth more or we're more exciting or, whatever that may be. Or maybe we're just genuinely busy because we have a lot going on. Maybe it's juggling family or, work and multiple jobs because I know a lot of people right now are working multiple jobs. But I hear you on that. And the thing is you absolutely want to carve out some time for yourself. Do you keep a schedule by chance?
I do, and I would love some advice on how to make it a priority because I will pencil it in, and then something else will seem more important, and I'll erase it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's like I start out that way, and then it just something else seems to be more important than myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I found works for me, and again, this is not going to work for everybody, but for me, 9 to 5 are precious hours of the day that I am busy. That's when I talk to most people on the phone, and really, I find that I have to use the evenings and the mornings to really take my personal time, and sometimes if I know I'm going to have a really long day, I have speaking engagements, a lot of coaching calls, whatever that may be, sometimes I get up extra early. We're talking 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. in the morning. But the thing is that is such precious time that I'm excited and happy to get up because that's my time.
Yeah.
And, well, getting up at 4:30 in the morning may not work for everybody. You're usually a morning person or, a night owl. Find those hours of the night or the morning where you can just carve them out for you and they're just Joyce time. Do you think you can find that in your schedule?
Actually, yeah. As hard as it seems to get up early, I can see how it would be worth it in the long run if I felt like I had dedicated time for me, which is what I'm missing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would be great. I could definitely try that.
Well, I think you're going to do really great with that new schedule, and definitely check in with us. Let us know how it goes, and I wish you the best here. Here's to you living full out.
Oh, Nancy, thank you so much, and thank you for always giving us such good food for thought. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome. Welcome to KFWB News Talk 980. This is Living Full Out, and if you're just joining us, we are talking about faking it, where we fake it in our lives, where perhaps we're not being true to ourselves and to others. I'm Nancy Solari, and I've experienced that. I've gone through different phases of my life where I felt like at different points I needed to impress people or, be a certain way. And what I've learned over time is that most honestly, people just love being with me because of who I am. And I'm grateful that I learned that, as I went along here. And one of the biggest teachers for me was going legally blind because that really taught me how vulnerable I needed to be with people and really sharing with people not only about my vision loss, but about my fears, about my concerns, about challenges that may be surrounded by that or not. And if you have a challenge tonight, if you are, dealing with change, or maybe you need to make a change, but you're not sure how to go about doing that, this is the time for you to call in and get support from me and all the other listeners. We do have a call now. We're going to go to Lucinda in Westchester. Lucinda, are you there?
Hi, Nancy. I really love what you have to say about overcoming being fake and just overcoming that, in particular, in trying to get rid of that facade of what we think others want us to be. And I agree completely, because I have my own issues with my relationship with my husband. And that I'm trying to be someone financially, which I'm not right now, which I used to be. And we're like living in this denial that we are both having this relationship, thinking that we're making the money that we think we're making. And actually I did my taxes today, and we are not making the money we thought we were making at all. And we're not communicating that. And we're kind of like pretending like it's not happening, but it is happening. And it's so freaky, and I'm so glad you had this topic. Can you have any suggestions for this?
Well, my goodness, I know that I can relate to what you're going through, but it's very real, right? You feel the concern, the heaviness on your shoulders, and I imagine it probably keeps you up at night too. With what's going on in your life, this, in some ways, communication breakdown between you and your husband, how does that make you feel? How do you see yourself transitioning to a place where you can communicate more? I want to get an idea for your strategy on how you wanted things to be different in 2011.
I really think in terms of 2011, I really would like to be in a place where I can be completely and totally honest and go, you know what, this is what I can provide right now. I'm trying to provide more. But what are you trying to do? And it really is all about communication, because we're in a place of denial, which is just a dangerous place. We all think things are going to get better, and we like to live in that philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is that things are that they are the way they are, and so we just need to put our cards on the table.
So your plan is that you would like to have a moment, just a pause in life where you can have this conversation with your husband, where you can find out what he can do to contribute to make things better, and then, of course, you will share your ideas as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I think that sounds like a great plan. Now, when do you see yourself being able to have that conversation?
Yeah, that's that. I think that's the hardest part is facing that. I think that admitting that. I think in admitting that, that's probably where the healing and the growth is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when do I see that happening? It's scary. I don't know. I'd like it to happen sooner rather than later.
Well, here's what I invite you to do. You're going to come up with a million reasons why not. You're going to come up with a million ways that he's going to react. And you don't know if those are going to be the true way he's going to react. I mean, you obviously know him. You've been married to him. But he also might surprise you. We have no idea what's heavy on his heart, what his thoughts are. And I just invite you to really just jump in there. Just seize the moment and take that action, because it's all the what ifs. It's all the moments where we think, oh gosh, oh, woe's me, and where this is going to go. That's going to hold you back. That's what's going to have you and I talking about this a month from now. And the thing is I know that you sound like such an amazing person, and just the fact that you have called in tonight, and just the fact that you're acknowledging where this, I guess not, we won't call it a problem, but where this fakeness is coming in your life. I want you to empower yourself and just know that you are worth it. You're worth so much more than this moment in time. Welcome to KFWB News Talk 980. This is Living Full Out, and tonight we are talking about finding the right partner. And our pre-Valentine's Day show, it's got to be something related to love. And we've all had that struggle in our life, finding someone that we can run with, someone that excites us, someone that turns us on, whatever it may be that you're looking for. And, that can be an easy route, trying to find that person if everything is clicking in your life, and hopefully the love of your life comes along and that works out too. But sometimes life just doesn't work that way. It almost kind of laughs at us. It gives us as many challenges as we can take. And sometimes that's what happens. And so if you are dealing with a challenge tonight, just know that I'm with you. My name is Nancy Solari, and I've experienced love loss and love gain. And, one of the biggest losses in my life was losing my vision and going legally blind. But it's also taught me to really appreciate those that I love in my life. So we have a caller now. We're going to go to the lines in Portland, Oregon. Sally, are you there?
Yes, this is Sally.
So what's on your mind tonight? What's going on?
Well, I was listening to your show, and I am a widow of several years, and I would like to possibly meet a nice man with integrity, but frankly, I just don't know how to go about it, and I was wondering if you had any suggestions.
Well, you are not alone. Trust me, I've actually met several widows this year, people who have had to say goodbye to one love and really know that they have more life and more love to give someone else, and they want to find a new love, not to replace the person from their past, but someone to add to their life that they can experience, living full out with. And I'm curious, what avenues have you gone down already in terms of trying to meet someone new?
Well, I haven't tried too hard, but I did try eHarmony.com, but I just didn't feel it was a success.
Okay. And wow, I'm proud of you, because a lot of people shy away from trying online. So the fact that you jumped into that was great. A lot of times people meet others through friends, through church. There's a lot of great websites such as meetup.com where they have various categories of different hobbies that you can actually take advantage of, and they have local groups perhaps in your area where you might be able to network with more people. You sound very, very sweet, and I just think you're definitely going to find somebody who, as I said earlier in the program, will be able to run with you and travel with you and adore you for all that you are.
Well, I appreciate your advice, Nancy. If I wanted to talk to you again, is there any way that I might be able to reach you?
Yes, absolutely. You can call back here every Saturday, 8 o'clock, and you can also go to livingfullout.com, and you can find me there. Our office number, which I don't think I've given out before on the lines, but I'm happy to do so, is 310-288-2505. Again, that's 310-288-2505 for Living Full Out. And so if you do need further assistance in form of coaching or, whatever that may look like, resources in terms of books, whatever we can do to support your journey, we're happy to do.
You've been listening to Living Full Out with Nancy Solari, sponsored by AI Squared and the Braille Institute Library. Until next week, here's to you living full out each and every day.